Hey everyone, and welcome back to Joy at Work. This is a sit down version, I guess. I'm standing almost all the time, so I thought I'd just sit down today, do something different, mix it up. I am wearing a Champions t shirt, which you can't see. I can't believe the title race is still on. I just can't believe it, but it is what it is. Hopefully, in 5 weeks or thereabout, I'll be standing up wearing a Champions shirt, so we'll see. Gunners, you just got to do this. We can't bottle this. And yes, I'm wearing a Champions shirt because I have won a thing or two in my my lifetime. All right, here we go. We're pivoting off of noticing what work is doing to us in a slight way because today's talk is really going to be focused on leaders and how leaders need to take or be accountable for how they act in the workplace. And this is a follow up to a post that I made about how many leaders, in my experience, are bad in quotes in the workplace, but are great people outside of it. And in response to this observation, LinkedIn Connection rightly pointed out that we need to pay attention to the environmental conditions that encourage or invite this behavior 100%. And we need to address them 100%. And this responder also said, and she's not making excuses for these leaders. Love it. And it had me thinking, like, hey, at what point does a leader need to acknowledge to themselves that this environment is causing me to act in ways that are demeaning to others? Do we not hold people accountable for this? Yeah, I know I might be talking crazy talk at this particular moment, but it just became something I began to reflect on. Like, we can acknowledge how the broader system invites or induces or even shapes this behavior. But when you begin to notice that the way you're acting is really making the lives of other people miserable, don't you have a moral obligation to say, I'm not cut out for this? And this is not excusing the system, but it's about like taking personal responsibility. Now, people are going to say where their livelihood and things like that. Totally get it. So that's why people stick in the job and continue to make it miserable for others. Now, there is the fact that some are not self aware. They have no idea how they're hurting the rest of the organization or the people within their sphere of influence. And that's, our organizations are really designed to, like, if I might say, hide or like muzzle that kind of feedback. Feedback that flows upward is generally the systems don't make it easy for that to be surfaced. Like, you need to do something really, really bad for that kind of stuff to come out. So yeah, we've designed ourselves into a position where self-awareness is potentially not there, lack of information is potentially not there, and so people just act and do things that diminish others and demean others and really don't prevent the system and people from flourishing as best they can. And again, in response to broader environmental situations, I'm not saying that the situation more broadly is not a difficult one. I'm acknowledging it, but I'm suggesting that sometimes our leaders are not equipped for that reality. Now, some might say, does it have to be this way? Should it be this way? I think the answer to both questions are no. But it is that way. And because it is that way, we can't excuse this behavior, I think. But then again, maybe the behavior and the fact the environment is that way are actually connected. And these people are often reinforcing in their own way the things that are experienced in the workplace in general. So, we're caught between a rock and a hard place, if you ask me. But here's really the point. As a leader, you cannot or should not make excuses for bad behavior. You should not. You should just up it, own it, and say, like, yes, I'm behaving badly, and I know I'm behaving badly, and this is the response I have chosen to take on in this particular situation. Now, if you feel a bit of a moral obligation, you might decide to do something different, but potentially that's not my call. But just remember, all of us in positions of power and authority, remember that our decision impacts people, they affect their lives, and they can be really, really significant. So whatever power that you have, you've been given, I urge you to use it wisely and responsibly. And if you find yourself in situations where that is being challenged, then give it a deep thought on really what you want to do going forward. So hey, a little bit of a pivot today. It's still what work is doing to us, I suppose, but this was really focused on leaders, those with the power and the authority in our orgs. Be well, stay safe. See you soon. Go Gunners. Oh, that's right. I can't forget because people keep saying this to me. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss another video. I'll see you around. Bye.